Hi, everyone. Welcome to another Terry Talk. And yes, yet another trend in the world of talent management and labor. This one that's now hitting the press is talent hoarding. What's talent hoarding? Talent hoarding is hanging on to people. There's really two types here that we're talking about. Traditionally, when we mention talent hoarding, we often talk about managers and leaders keeping the very best talent for themselves and preventing that talent from moving anywhere else inside the organization and heaven forbid outside of the organization. More recently, we're talking about organizations that are keeping talent, even though there may not be enough work for the talent. So, what's going on here? Well, again, this is probably our demographics playing a role here. Traditionally, at this point in an economic downturn, you'd expect layoffs would be ticking up by now, but they're not. I think we can look to demographics. I think demographics really point the way on this one. We simply do not have enough people across North America. Tons of open positions. Yes, that's coming down a little bit, but still record numbers of open positions that are just not being filled. Our birth rates are historically low. And even if that were to trend up exponentially, we're talking 20, 30 years before, that problem rights itself. We have low immigration. And if we don't start looking at immigration, we're not going to be able to solve this problem. Just read an interesting stat the other day. By 2025, high school graduations peak, declines after that. At around the same time, retirements are going to start inching back up again. So this is, they think the storm is bad now. It's just going to get worse. There simply are not enough people. So naturally, in any supply and demand equation or situation like this, people react and start to think about it. On the internal mobility front, there's lots of evidence to suggest historically managers hold on to their very best people, which makes sense, but almost counterintuitive because those very best people are probably hungry for continual opportunities to grow and develop, and keeping them hemmed in probably leads to them hitting the exits, not just from the department they're working in, but quite possibly from the organization. Nobody really likes being told what to do. Nobody really likes having their career managed for them by somebody else. So that's a very careful, dicey situation we have to be very careful about. In its current incarnation, talent hoarding, the cost of replacing people is huge. There's simply not enough people. The really good people are even hard to find. It takes a ton of time, the opportunity cost, etc. This is just really an expensive proposition trying to find talent. So naturally, if we've got them, let's keep them. So makes great strategic sense. But this is not just an economic issue. It's great at reducing turnover. It's going to save on recruiting costs, etc. But if you don't keep those employees engaged, they're going to leave. Underutilized employees hit the exits. So we have to go to our good friend Daniel Pink and look at the trifecta of motivation: mastery, autonomy, and purpose. Got to keep that at the forefront in order to keep these folks engaged. If you can't align mastery, autonomy, and purpose with everybody inside your organization, eventually they're going to leave. So hoard, if you will, and keep an eye on engagement, like really measure it, like not just smile sheets, but like really good measurement, like our employee pulse assessment tool here at ARIA that measures engagement, dedication, effort, interest. We look at commitment and we look at satisfaction. And the interplay of those three sort of symbiotic yet different measures gives incredible insight into where people are and what their intentions might be going forward. Great opportunity, canary in the coal mine kind of stuff. Gives you a good lens of what the future may look like inside your organization. Secondly, development, mastery. People want to get really good at their craft, so give them development opportunities. If you're going to be saving money on recruitment, redeploy that into development. Typically in recessions, we pull back on those sorts of things. People want to continue to get good at their craft, support them in that play. And of course, purpose. Purpose is, just if you're not on purpose right now, where have you been? Purpose is the big driver for everybody, most people, I should say. Keep focusing on that. Integrate that into your culture. It should resonate in your culture. And yes, we can help you measure that as well here at ARIA. So it's a different world. The world has changed. The world of talent and labor has changed. We need different approaches to it. We're looking all the time at different ways of helping organizations build strategies that work. Hoarding is one of them, but don't do it in the absence of focusing on engagement with your employees and development of your employees. It's going to help you out. We'd love to keep the conversation going. Share your comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscription button, and we'll see you again soon.